Hey guys, welcome to today's call. We're running a little bit late, so um, yeah, look forward to great to have you here. Um, my name is Jerry O'Brien from the $100 million Mastery Group and the $100 million Builders Club. Um, what was I going to say? So I suppose a couple of questions that people have had for me over the last few days is one, who am I? Who the hell am I? So from my accent, you probably know I'm Irish. I've been based here in Mexico for the last 6 years, 7 years or so. In the past, I've worked for companies like IBM out of Dublin, and I did a lot of B2B business in Ireland before moving online, I suppose about 10, 15 years ago. And as I say, I've been here in Mexico about 6, 7 years. I set up the group, the $100 million Mastery, about 2 years ago. I came across Alex's stuff and I loved what he was doing, and I wanted to kind of make sure I didn't forget any of the stuff. So I set up the group almost to share my own stuff. Hey Jeff, welcome to the call. If you want to ask a question, you can do so in the comments, or you can actually you can come join me live if you want to as well. Say hello. So I'm just telling people a little bit about what I've been up to. So I set the group up about 2 years ago. And basically just it was myself and my friend initially, and I'd share a couple of posts every couple of days, obviously Alex Hormozi stuff, and it had helped me learn what he's teaching, because in fairness, with all my own experience, I still felt I could learn from him. And with that in mind, I posted, and slowly the group grew for the first 6 months, one or two a week kind of thing. Then over time, then eventually we got to a stage where Alex was releasing the $100 million leads book, and that's when things got a little bit crazy. So I think we were at 50 one day, and I logged in 2 days later. We were at 110. I logged in 3 days after that. We were at 400 or 500. Then I started to log in daily, and then it started to go bananas, 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, and it pretty much got to 40,000 or 45,000 all during that spurt. It got so crazy at the end that some of the people that were joining didn't even know who Alex Hormozi was. So that's when I decided to change the group from an open group to a closed group. And and then there's still people joining every day. I review everyone that joins, and there's a couple of criteria that I check to see if I'll let them in or not. I don't let everybody in. And so that's a little bit about that. A couple other questions I've written down here. So, okay, the whole point of today is actually to live, breathe the rule of 100. And some people are asking, what is the rule of 100? Well, basically, it's in the $100 million leads book. It's about doing 100 actions, daily actions in the direction to move your business forward. And that can be anything. That can be $100 in paid advertising. It can be 100 call outs. It could be send emails to 100 people. You can really name whatever you want, but it's 100 actions to bring people into your sphere of influence, okay, and move them up the ladder. And as I was saying, I won't go over it again today, but what I love about it is that it's probably the one thing that we all need to do more of. And as I posted last night, one of the things that Alex was talking about was he'd like every entrepreneur to take and bear in mind. Yeah, sorry, the connection is bad there at the moment. So Wayne has a lot of experience in doing ads. Actually, he's done over $100 million worth of ads, bringing in over $1 billion worth of profit. Well, maybe not profit, but income. And he wanted to get involved and help other entrepreneurs build their businesses. And he approached me about setting up the Builders Club. So it's really about execution. We're all about execution. We have weekly get-togethers. We offer I help with AI tools to support people, and we're building out, AI support, and then we've weekly check-ins and weekly we've accountability going forward. So basically, we help entrepreneurs stop consuming and start building. Okay. Yeah. So let me see, what other questions do I have. How do you track your 100 actions? Okay, good question. I don't have a system at the moment, because basically, there's a few things that'll bring in the 100. So I'll either send an email to my list, I'll put a message out on a school group, and or some DMs. That's what I'm doing at the moment. We're moving to a place where we will be doing Facebook ads, and then we'll be moving it to an investment of money, starting with 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and $100 investment a day in Facebook ads to drive more leads to our group. Okay. I suppose that's it for today on that. So now, next thing, I'm going to get stuck in at creating some content that we're going to push out to our list. Okay. Let me see here. So I'm just going into the group, having a look around. So I mentioned this yesterday. One of the things I've created an AI brain that I've fed in my style, my writing type. I've fed in the metrics in relation to the group. I've also fed in other information that's relevant to the group, like competitor profiles, etc., etc. And when I'm working the content, and I use my AI brain to help me generate the information. So I use AI to help me generate it, but everything that I do is signed off by myself. So let me see. So yesterday, actually, just a quick recap, we posted on the call live, we posted in the Hormozi video interviews, every business owner's questions come down to the same 5 problems. And we've got close to 1,000 views and 24 comments and about 10 likes, which is pretty good. It's not great. We've been getting some better ones during the week, but I still can't complain too much about that. So let me see. So today we're going to create an email that we're going to send out to the list. So I'm going to go into my AI brain. Nice. Actually, guys, if you want to see more AI stuff on these lives, let me know, because I'm thinking of doing some live prompting. But I was just here on ChatGTP, and it's telling me that you can invite others to a project, plan adventures, campaigns, workouts, and more together. Nice. So that's nice. It's a new feature. So so I'll tell you a little bit about my posting strategy here. So typically, I did it a little different last week, but typically I use Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to post the real hot content. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's more kind of fun and more light-hearted stuff. So I'm going to find something a little bit more light-hearted for today, so that I can, so that I post it. Let me see. I'm going to need to, my AI brain is getting a bit clunky. There's about 30 or 40 different conversations going on in it now at this stage. which means that yeah, I am kind of losing track of some of these things. I'm going to have to develop it another step further so that I can know what to do with it. So one thing about the brain that I have as well, that every week I feed into it what's worked from the previous week, so it becomes self-learning and self-improving. So let's see. So I'll tell you where I'm going with this. So as I say, I wanted something a little bit lighthearted to post. So I said, let's let's create something an interesting question about Alex Hormozi. So an interesting one that came up. So there's a list of them. I'll read them out here. What do you think is Alex Hormozi's biggest blind spot as an entrepreneur? If Alex Hormozi started today with $0, would he build acquisition.com the same way? Do you think Alex Hormozi is more influential as a teacher or as an operator? Would you rather have dinner with Hormozi or spend one day shadowing his team? Why? Excuse me. Is Hormozi's content creating builders or binge watchers? Do you think Hormozi's style would work if he didn't have $100 million behind him? Category 2, personal reflection builder lens. What's the one lesson you've actually implemented from Hormozi's books? What part of $100 million offers do you think people completely misunderstand? How has your definition of value changed since you read Hormozi? What would 10 million offers look like in the current stage of business? What would a $10 million offers look like in the current stage of business? What's the last time you applied a Hormozi idea and it didn't work? Why do you think that happened? Okay, there's more, but I'm going to read the first one of the next one. Is Hormozi playing the media game or the business buying? Or the business game now? I actually think you should change that. Is Hormozi playing the media game or the business buying game now? Okay, I'm going to post that one. I like that one. What would AI Hermosi say about your current offer? No. What's one Hermosi quote that changed how you think? Okay, I like a couple of these. I might even post 3 of them for the hell of it. So I am going to quote. The first one I'm going to post is: do you think Hermosi is? No. Would you rather have dinner with Hermosi or spend one day shadowing his team, and why? Oh, I'm going to up that actually, because I know most of you. I know most of you, if you got asked that question, would say a dinner with Hermosi. But I'm going to up the ante, and I'm going to say a week with his team. So let's do it. Would you rather have dinner with Hermosi or spend 1 week shadowing his team, and why? Okay, post one. And actually, guys, another one. I don't at the moment. At some stage, it probably change. When I post. I don't actually have any scheduler or anything like that at the moment. And maybe some of you notice, some of you don't. You know, I might send out 3 posts at the one time, or 4. I don't know. I don't think the algorithm cares, to be honest. I think it's all about the quality. Well, I think timing can come into it a little bit, but then again, one of my biggest posts ever was last Saturday, and we posted it, I think, at 5 o'clock on a Saturday night. So that kind of kills that one. Um, so so the next one I'm going to post is Hermosi playing the media game or buying the business game? Is Hermosi playing the media game or the business buying game now? And yeah, and there was a third one. What's the one Hermosi quote that changed how you think? I like that one. So I'm going to post that. Okay. I see 1 or 2 comments coming in. Let's see where they're coming in. What are they coming in about? That's one from yesterday. So there's some new people looking to join. Let them in this time. Okay. I'm going to cut this short for today. Let me see, 19 minutes past. If you have any questions for the next one, we're going to be live again tomorrow. If you have any questions for that tomorrow, let me know. You can drop it in the comments here or message me directly, and I will. And if you'd like to know more about the Builders Club, let me know as well. Have a good day. Bye bye. Oh, we're still live. I was supposed to finish.